Hello, I'm Barry Winbolt, and this is Tinycast. In each episode, I take just 5 minutes to raise a topic, give advice, or just talk about something that concerns our well-being and how we show up in the world. This is based on my 30-odd years as a psychologist, working with individuals and organizations to help people get a better handle on their lives. We hear a lot about optimism these days, don't we? And optimism is not to be confused with positive thinking. It's about thinking positively. Thinking positively and positive thinking are two different things. Positive thinking tells you what to think. Be happy, cheer up, smile, put a pencil in your mouth and walk around with a stupid grin on your face. That's what positive thinking does. Thinking positively, on the other hand, is learning to use your mind more selectively, to choose the gift of being positive, looking forward, looking into the future, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel rather than the darkness of the tunnel. That's what thinking positively is about. And it helps to understand that you can learn the skills of thinking positively or being more optimistic. You don't have to be an optimist. You don't have to be Pollyanna. You don't have to be jumping up and down and cheerleading the whole time. In fact, that's quite harmful in some cases. But you can learn to train your mind. If the automatic habit that you have developed through your life is to look for the worst, predict failure, don't be surprised if you find failure or you find the worst happening to you. It's much more productive to be able to challenge those thoughts and use your mind in a constructive way and to think more positively. Now, here's tip number 1. Understand that your thoughts don't have to define you. They're just thoughts. Observe them, but don't believe them. Just let them go. Look for evidence to counter your negative thoughts. For example, if you feel that you never do anything right, you could list several things that you've done successfully. People always have successes in their lives, although often we don't see them, particularly if we have a kind of pessimistic turn of mind. Look for evidence to challenge the negative thoughts, in other words. 3, and this is a big one, avoid global thinking. One failure doesn't predict failure in the future. Maybe you fail an exam or don't get a job. It doesn't mean every exam will be a failure or every job will be a failure. Number 4, deliberately choose to focus on what you do right each day. And there's an exercise that helps with this. I call it count your successes. Each day, at the end of the day, review your day and deliberately look for everything you did right. It doesn't have to be a big success. It doesn't have to be saving the world or doing some tremendously generous act towards other people. It can be small things. The mind doesn't distinguish. Success is success, however small. Getting to work on time, getting up on time, trying something new that you've never tried before, being polite to somebody when you were feeling ratty and you didn't feel like it. Just look for successes. The more you do that, the more you'll be training your mind to adopt a more positive outlook about yourself. And above all, look around you in the world for inspiring stories, nice people, positivity. In other words, seek out the good stuff. Otherwise, the constant wave of 24-hour media bombarding you with bad news and disaster and chaos will take over. So there are 5 things to help you think like an optimist. Don't let your thoughts define you. Look for evidence to challenge negative thoughts. Avoid global thinking. Deliberately choose to focus on what you're doing right. And back it up with some practice by looking daily at your successes. This has been a Tinycast. I'm Barry Winbolt. If you found this interesting, please like, share or comment. You'll find more on this topic on my blog at barrywinbolt.com, and if you have a question or a topic you'd like me to cover, you can contact me via the link in the description. Have a great day. All the best. Goodbye for now.